Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukal Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who are teaching the truth and sincerity. And a shout out to Yakim that's out there in four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukal Kadash, Barak. So, out here again, this time, it looks like it's going to rain again. Been raining off and on. Obviously changes in the weather. Well, who do you think is causing the storms? Yes, we know about the weather modification programs and all that, but who gives Esau his power? So we know that the Most High is allowing Esau, is causing Esau to make war, to wreak havoc, especially on the Midwest. Right in the United States, you got a lot of flooding that's been happening. And Redding's been hit with flooding before too, but pretty much you got flooding going on. You got, they recently did an EMP attack against Venezuela. Now you got the vice president calling for the assassination of Maduro. And pretty much, the South Front just recently reported that the idea of maintaining the omnipresence of the U.S. military-industrial complex was never to win these conflicts, but rather to draw them out. Because look at how long the war in Syria has been going on, for 7 years. Pretty much what they're planning to do with Venezuela, just drawing this thing out for as long as they can to destabilize the country. Because let's face it, the sanctions have been against Venezuela for years, but their idea is to pretty much draw this thing out. They actually wanted to bring in another to replace Bashar al-Assad years ago, but Russia had stepped in, just like they're stepping in now. Pretty much we know that Russia has interest in Venezuela, as this is an oil country. So of course they're going to protect the interest there, and not to mention Russia has had its bases in Venezuela as well as Cuba. Everybody knows about Cuba. You've heard it for years about the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that, because Russia did have nuclear weapons in Cuba, and they were ready to use them if deemed necessary, because the United States tried to overthrow the government of Cuba, just like it tried to do and did do partially annexed Ukraine. Took a legitimate leader out of power and put in Poroshenko, their puppet. And then Crimea had defected to Russia, so Russia had moved in to protect them. So a very similar scenario may actually happen here, but what they're trying to do is use Brazil as the new Saudi Arabia to, pretty much surround Venezuela to try to take out Maduro, which is what the MP attack was all about. And then what's going on in Israel? Well, you can see though a lot of lamb is actually being taken out. That's why we do the Passover every year, is because we don't want the lamb the whole lump. Just like was speaking about earlier this week, and so you don't want that lamb the whole lump. And what's happened is these others that have blasphemed against the name of the Most High, in particularly IUIC, has been receiving very hard judgments, as they've been exposed for everything. But the sad thing is, though, is that a lot of people that had followed these false prophets just give up on being an Israelite, rather than, okay, I was following the wrong leader, I should find the right leader. But those that, did pretty much leave UIC and decided not to be an Israelite, they were never really in it to begin with. They were just hanging on to false hope. Because the only thing that's different between IUIC versus Christianity, because you got the same names anyways. It's kind of like when I believe Jesus is the Word had pretty much said, well, you teach in the same name, and pretty much was able to come against them. That's pretty bad when Christianity can come against the prophets. And that's another thing, as we put it out there, it's like, well, if Christianity really did, imitate, then why isn't the Passover even practiced? Why aren't they even trying to practice the Passover? Why do they separate Judaism from Christianity? Because, of course, They're the fake, you know. It doesn't hold any water, you know, and that's just it, though, is that now, even on a Netflix series, they're now showing you that we are the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that we're the real Israelites. So they're even putting it out there in the series because they know that we know. And so they have to now, you know, kind of control the narrative to the best of their abilities, which is why all these alphabet camps are now being exposed, because they're part of Esau's plan to make us look like we're some sort of militant group, you know, mainly, you know, to show that we're to try to control false narrative that we insurrect violence. No, we ain't telling you to go break down doors or protest and all that. We're not protesting anything, though it may seem like, because we speak against, we condemn the actions of Esau. You know, we condemn what he's doing in Syria. We condemn what he's doing in Libya and Yemen and all the other places that he's destroyed. We condemn Esau, but we certainly ain't asking Esau to change his ways, because we know he has a special purpose. You know, so pretty much these false teachers, false prophets, these heretics are being exposed. So I'm just going to read out of Ezekiel chapter 13 because it speaks a lot about this. Ezekiel 13, verse 1. And the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, Hear ye the words of the Most High. So who prophesies out of their own heart and not out of the heart of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai? Well, who has the names and who doesn't? More so, who teaches you all truths, such as the mark of the beast being the RFID, and who doesn't? You know, that's a big one. Thus saith the Most High, Woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit, and have seen nothing. O Yashala, thy prophets are like the foxes in the deserts. You have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house of Yashala to stand in the battle in the day of the Most High. That's right, because a lot of them ain't even teaching that there's going to be a Jacob's trouble. Ain't even teaching that this word ain't going to be out here forever. You know, this is a limited time to get into the graces, because by the time things start popping off, you think you're going to see us out here? No, man. They have not seen vanity and lying divination, saying, The Most High saith, and the Lord hath not seen them, and have made others to hope that they would confirm the word. And that's just it, though, is a lot of people just think this is a good old time, just go out and make some rap videos, and that's all you got to do. They ye seen a vain vision, and you not spoken a lying divination, whereas you say, the Most High saith, but I have not spoken, you know. So they pretty much come up with their own ideas, and that's not even the Most High speaking. They are speaking, but not the words of the Most High. Therefore, thus saith the Most High, Yahweh, because you have spoken vanity and seen lies, therefore, behold, I am against you, saith the Most High, Yahweh. You know, and now you're starting to see the fall of a lot of these bootleg camps, and there's going to be a lot more. And those that, you know, be among us, you know, the agents, they'll be found out, you know. You've got a lot of secret agents here. You've got a lot of people that are plotting the destruction. But they can't destroy this word, those that have it. And mine hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Yashala, neither shall they enter into the land of Yashala, and ye shall know that I am the Most High Yahweh. Because they have seduced my people, saying, Peace, and there is no peace, and one built up a wall, and lo, others daubed with untempered mortar. Say unto them that daub it with untempered mortar, that it shall fall. There shall be an overflowing shower, O ye, O great hailstones, and shall fall, and a stormy wind shall rend it. So what's going on right now? You know, you're starting to see you know, judgments going out. You know, Most High is pouring out judgments, not just upon the wicked, but well, you can say the wicked, yeah, the wicked, the two-thirds, and these false leaders are being found out, you know, because this ain't the time to be playing games. You can see what's going on, but it's getting closer and closer to World War III. You got, you know, others freaking out about it. Lisa Haven, Chris Green, all of them are freaking out about it. That, you know, just recently the United States lost in a World War III scenario battleground, you know, where they simulated World War III, and the U.S. got its ass handed to them. And that's just it, though. The U.S. was never supposed to win these wars. They were just supposed to draw it out. And that's what has happened ever since the false flag in 9/11. They've drawn out these wars and just maintained an omnipresence, but really were never meant to win anything. Because, yes, you did see the fall of Muammar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, but you've also seen the people, you know, you've just seen destabilization since then. But then you've seen Russia come in and be a guard now unto them. You know, Libya now has S-400s. Gomer has S-400s. Syria has S-200s and S-300s. And so you can see, though, that all these places are very well protected because the U.S. was never meant to win the war. They were just meant to draw it out. And until the day of its annihilation. This is what they had planned all along. You see, the Most High had planned this. Used Esau to scheme, and it has worked. So the main thing is you don't want to be caught in these judgments. So the best way to not get caught in these judgments is to maintain a balance. You know, if you're hearing this, you know, and you're not doing anything about it, man, you're going to be destroyed. As we tell you time and time again, the Most High will kill your ass after a while. Eventually, the gates of mercy will not be open. You can see, though, that the destruction has been coming. And now, man, this ain't the time to be playing games. So for all this, I hope this has been edifying. Until next time, just pretty much do what you got to do until the Most High returns. Occupy till he returns. For that, I want to say Brakat Yahweh, Brakat Yahweh Shah, Hashem Rakal Karash, Brakatum. Hope this has been edifying. Death to America and death to you two-thirds.